is Kahtan Jamali. I'm an environmental engineering master's student. I'm 25 years old, and I came to the States when I was 23. I've lived my whole life in Jordan, so that's what I say. I'm from Jordan, but I was born in Baghdad in Iraq. Yeah, I lived there most of my life. I lived 1 year in Germany, and then 2 years here in Iraq. I went to it's called the German Jordanian University, where I did 1 year in Germany and 4 years in Jordan, which was really nice because I learned, I had to, through my 3 years in Jordan, I had to learn German. And then when I went to Germany, it was like my first encounter with the Western world. See, my family moved to America, and then it was up to me then to where to go. But I felt really strong towards going and being with my family. My family came to America. They couldn't really go back to Iraq because until now it's really dangerous, and that's where they're from. So they sought refuge in America. My parents lived in St. Louis for around a year. I only lived there for 6 months, and then I went to San Diego before to just fix everything, the house and everything, and then they came to San Diego, and then I was really drawn into coming to New York. I don't know why. Maybe because I grew up watching Friends, which was based in New York, and I was thinking, oh, maybe it's like that. There's way less gender roles in America, and that shouldn't come as a surprise. We're a little bit more traditional in Jordan, even though gender roles are also kind of diminishing in Jordan, but they're still there. I remember not being able to say anything, just my parents didn't really like the ruler back then, Saddam Hussein, and I felt my parents always told me never say anything negative or say anything that's critical about. I was only 12, but they were never say anything that your father says, because if over there, if they heard you saying anything like that, they would lock you up right away. And so it was always okay, it was fun and all, but there were things that you should never say or things that you should never do, or otherwise the police might come get you. So it was always people were scared and afraid of the ruling system over there. So I felt for a little while, I felt stuck. I felt oh, I'm stuck out of my country, and I can't go back home, and I can't go back to where that country says, oh, this is our citizen, this is Kahtan, he belongs here. Just knowing that I can never go back there was really sad. Coming here, I really wanted a place to belong. I really wanted a place where I could feel safe. I could feel like I belong here and it's safe, and this country claims that or says that, oh, Kahtan is part of us and we would protect him. I wanted that. I wanted a place to belong. Even though I belong in Jordan, I was never a Jordanian. I was never I didn't have the citizenship, and I had to renew my I had to renew my yearly residency every year. So that always made me feel like I've lived there my whole life, but at the same time, I'm not Jordanian. I really love it here, and that I'm really happy being here. I'm happy being around such supportive people, and that okay, maybe the integration process would take some time, and that I'm still not even close of being fully integrated, and that would take such a long time. And I know that maybe I do look like it. I do look like, oh, okay, I know what I'm doing here, but still a lot of times I've only been here for 2 years, and a lot of times I really don't know what I'm doing, and that's fine, and it's totally fine not knowing what's going on at some points of your life. It's fine that some days you don't know what you're doing, because that's the process of being who you are, is to go through all these experiences and all these different things, so that you would find out later on who you really are.